Hello, it's already...
We're gaming. We're running.
Things are happening.
We're gonna do this real quick. Today we got Knighty versus BladeTwinSwords. This is a good match. This is a healthy match. Knighty, old boy, win rate of 64%. First in MT1, best place of 4th. BladeTwinSwords, first run MT4, best finish was 13th in MT16.
Sully is correct. This is indeed Sokoban detected.
Oh no.
I know.
Why did I have to join for this?
There's still time.
Too late.
You can escape if you have to. Alright, let me just share this on Discord, and then I think we're actually ready to go to the game, although I don't know.
Hold on, I'm setting up the prediction.
Yeah,
Doing
do
this
it.
for you, BTS.
I think it's all
hold
good
on,
except...
Who won the last
Oh, you
match?
want to bet on your own race? Fine. Get out of chat.
Who won the last match? Is it Fleeky or the Whitley?
Oh. Which game? Oh, I don't remember. I think it was the Whitley. It was finger flashing. It was the Whitley who won. Yes.
Oh, it's gonna be huge. That was like 17% for the Whitley. Someone just made a lot of money. You got a minute, everybody run.
Yeah,
Put in
hurry
your
up.
points now.
I've got to get this image. Somehow the image didn't upload right.
I wonder how many points BTS put down. Oh, 30,000! Oh my god!
On himself to win or to lose?
On himself to win!
Oh, well, that's at least he's confident.
Yeah, that's a strong flex.
I once drafted myself first in one of these mystery drafts just because I thought it was funny. No, maybe not first, but I did it.
You did it early.
Yeah, I said that way I would be motivated.
Yeah.
And this...
It'll be fine.
Things are going crazy. The picture isn't going to work. This is my last opportunity. I can't get into Hex Chat either. It's just like not working for me.
That's not good.
I think the problem is sometimes stuff has duplicate names. Because like they're all downloaded from Steam or whatever. If we don't get them from my upload of them, because I upload them all to Major. There we go. All right, take a look at the game. We know Knighty has clean audio because we've never ever heard their voice in history.
That's a good point. That's true.
So it's not happening again. Well, that's why I can't get into Hex Check, because it's already open. It's open twice.
Oh, ID, come on, man. Pull yourself together. We're here live on the Mystery Funhouse, ready for a race of old folks. Some of the finest competitors you've ever seen. And look, they're both ritual summons. Or wait, no, this is fusion.
Here we go. Stoneman's Adventure.
Oh, this looks interesting.
This game is I would say, this is just a demo. It's not out yet. But it's very good.
Looks cute.
And this is going to be like a big puzzle game. I think it's going to be one that's going to take the world by storm. In you know, the puzzle world. Not the greater world. It's no Baba Is You, but it's good and fun.
All right, so what you're saying is that Baba runs for president, Stoneman is the VP. I see.
Yeah, well, maybe not even quite. They might be like the Secretary of Agriculture. All right, so we're good.
How do we message Tug that we're good to go?
I made it in now. I figured out the problem. I'm in.
Wonderful.
because I had X-Chat open twice. You can't do that. I mean, you can, and it'll just make me internet dirigible underscore, but he doesn't have any rights. He's not a human. All right,
He's just a clone.
exactly. Here we are, Stoneman's Adventure. I played this a long time ago, but I think I still remember the mechanics.
Do we have a paste bin?
Yeah, let's get that in
Doesn't
here.
matter. We're off.
I don't have. Here, I'll grab it.
It really is Sokoban.
Yeah. So I don't know why BTS isn't playing.
Their stream is frozen.
Oh.
That is why. That's not good. Oh, that's pretty good. Name of the level is Henshin Transform. I like it.
So, yeah, basically the way that that these like tiles work is when you step on them, you like you draw these rocks which stick together, by the way. The rocks aren't separate from each other. You can like drop one in the middle in the water or something and separate two stacks of them, but you'll always push them together. And you consistently draw those rocks while walking until you step on the other tile to stop drawing them.
Yeah, I did notice on the Henshin level that once the rock was pushed into the water, it separated a bit.
Yes. Yeah. It falls. So if it changes elevation, it'll separate. And your goal of these levels is just to make it. So Knighty has this one solved. Is just to make it to that red square.
All right. And each block you push is a level on the overworld. It seems, yeah.
Yes. Hopefully BTS can fix their streaming. So yeah, here on Knighty's level, you have to be careful about which ones you use and when you divide them, and which ones you waste in the water here.
Drop my phone.
Oh, that was you. I was concerned that was Knighty, and we were hearing their voice for the very first time.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Could you imagine? That's how we hear Knighty's voice for the first time. Ah, I dropped my phone.
yeah. Well, that's why it was about a momentous occasion. Window capture just doesn't work for this game. Okay, and BTS solves this level immediately as soon as they get the stream back up. Wow.
I don't know about this.
Yeah.
That seems kind of fishy.
Yeah. BTS is a freaking cheater. No, I don't think so. I think BTS might be the least likely person to cheat in the community, because I don't like. Not only have they been around for a long time, I've never gotten the impression that they're like super concerned about winning. So I think they're just here to have a good time.
A devil may care attitude is what you call that, I think.
Yeah, so here they just have to figure out how to get to the next level. There we go. You make the stack and then they stick to each other. This level is hard.
Ah, look, Knighty is also on this level now.
Yes.
Good.
But it's completely stuck here.
I see what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
I understand now.
There is some sort of trick, but I don't remember what it is. Oh, there it is. Knighty has it. They both have it.
My goodness, this race is neck and neck.
Yeah, BTS is BladeTwinSwords. Oh no, this was the really hard one. This one took me forever. I don't honestly like. I got much better at this game by the end of it. I'll say that. Um, but it's there's a learning curve here for sure. So yeah, what do you think you do here? How would you approach this?
Uh, this is tricky.
I think BTS has the right idea with making a little handle. And actually, BTS has it solved. Just push it forward and then back again.
Oh yeah, because then you get
Yeah,
the...
so that's the trick to this one, is making that handle for you to be able to push it forward and back. And
Right.
Knighty hasn't caught on yet. Is going up at the start, but that's not useful because you can't get to the left side. So here we've got two different of these. So we have to consider which one, because you have 3 on the left side, right? So you know, you kind of have a choice. You can go, you actually have 1, 2, 3 different choices with which one you use to go, like, between. And I don't remember what the answer is.
I think push this down, go all the way to the side. Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah, but we got to get all the way over here. So my concern is that making this, you're going to push this down and then have nowhere to go. You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I see.
Oh, but we can just push it straight left. That's fine. Nice. Yeah, that's one thing that's worth mentioning, is that when you step on the second panel, you don't draw a rock on the one where the panel is. You stop drawing as you like go to step onto it.
So now, does Knighty have it? And is just needs to go down, push
Yes.
the bottom one over?
Yeah, Knighty has it. You push it forward and then backward again.
Ah, the commentator's blessing, I see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, listening to the
Ghost
stream.
This
No, they're picking up on this game pretty fast. This is the good. So we're beating the demo, but we're not doing every level. Let me, now that I've explained the mechanics poorly, because I just got home and I'm I'm still getting my brain into game mode and not work mode.
You're coming down. You're relaxing.
Yeah. Let me pull the paste bin up from the draw list here, and because it is relevant, we're not doing every level. Because there's one that's just really hard. And you don't have to do literally every level in order to finish the... I don't think it is from an established developer.
I think this is just somebody coming out on their own.
No, I was really impressed with the mechanics of this game, actually.
What a name for the Rentree. Stoneman Bully.
Oh, and the game is now fully out as of September.
Nice. Well, how much does it cost?
It costs $3.
$3 for a nice Sokoban game? Oh, I don't know, chat. I think we might have to play some.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the reason it's called Stoneman Bully, is because Ponu prepared 2 options, one to exclude the level that bullies, and one not to, and this one excludes the level that bullies. I didn't actually play that level to know, because it says in the pastebin, it bullied testers too hard. I think Sully played it, but I didn't. It took long enough for me to do it without playing the level that I thought that's fine. We'll leave it there.
A small gesture of kindness was made.
Yeah.
Knighty not doing the right move at the start, which is to
No.
keep that one on top.
And I think that a lot of moves at the start won't work. This one should. I think... Well, no, actually. Because...
No,
so BTS did the 2 on the left. Oh, this will work just fine.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a couple different options. The one BTS is on is pretty tricky.
Yeah, just push on through and you're done. Now, is there like an invisible wall on the edges of the screen that prevents you from pushing blocks past that?
I never found one. So as far as I know, you can push out as far as you need to. Um, but if we look at BTS's level, we're gonna need to get the rocks to the left and then somehow hook it back, right? Because you can't ever push those two that are blocking it forward. And when I say forward, I mean forward from the little man's perspective.
The little Stoneman.
Let me, maybe I'll be smart enough to draw eventually. Let's pull the thing up. Why not?
Good luck.
So these two here can't ever go this way. Put a
Because
big
otherwise
X
you
on
just
that.
can't get him in.
BTS says that level's hard. You've got nowhere else to go. Sorry. You gotta do it.
Gotta go in.
Is Knighty now
in.
ahead, or did BTS already do this level?
No, BTS did this level.
Okay. So these things shoot late, like will kill you if they ever see you. Kind of like in Lolo. So you have to protect yourself here and here in order to move through. I don't know if there's actually like an animation for it, but you do die. Maybe they shoot an arrow at you.
Oh, this might work? No. No, it won't. BTS is trying to go around and through the hedges.
Knighty has the right idea. I think you just need a thicker, like, thing at the top. Like, it needs to be two thick instead of just one thick. So I think if Knighty... Where do you start? Here. Well, I don't know where the starting thing. I'll wait on that. So BTS... You don't have a lot of space to work with. That's what makes this level so hard. You have to push in and find a good way. So, like, if he pushes this here, he's gonna have the hook, but it's gonna be this square that he needs to get to, and there's no way to walk there. So
push left here and then go down and pull it back. Then it's done. You're good.
Yep, got it. That's good. BTS really has this good strategy of being able to sort of iterate on a lot of different ideas very quickly. It's really easy in puzzle games like this that give you a bunch of possibilities to just do the same thing over and over, because the levels are complicated enough that you just end up trying the same thing constantly. And so I think BTS is doing a good job of not repeating themselves constantly.
So now Knighty is 1 level behind. 2 levels behind as BTS finishes dock.
Yeah, I'm not sure if anyone has played the full version of this game, or if there are quite a few more mechanics than this. I honestly don't know where it goes.
You should do this as like a community race. It's for $3. For $3, it's cheap.
Does BTS have it here? Yeah.
Goes up, pushes
Yeah, this is good. You just walk straight up, and then to the left, and then push the 2 in, and then push the 1 over, and then you're golden. Right?
What have we become, ID? We're just saying directions now. We've become he who we don't who we're very unhappy with.
I know I should have drawn it, but it's good. We're good.
Yeah, BTS is killing it. Knighty still getting a bit hooked up here. It appears that BTS's screen is blinking at us.
It's a good sign.
The eyes were kind of watery.
Yeah, crying from joy.
This, I don't think, will work.
Escape by crafty scheme. Yeah, game's too jolly. We need a Jolly Mania emote. That's one. Did I mention we had 13 animated emote slots?
Just go back in time and troll the Jolly tournament for good.
There's the Jolly Mania. We have this. We have
the Game's Too Jolly logo, I think.
with the animation from the game. Where are these popovers? We got this one. Oh, you have a Jolly Escape from your own stream. Exuno has the Jolly Escape emote. We gotta steal it.
Exuno knows where it's at.
I think BTS is good here. Yep. There it is.
And that's away.
Knighty's still in this level, which is pretty tough. And I think at this point, BTS ready to move on. Yep. Why? Don't walk backwards. Keep going. There was more. You didn't scroll the screen down all the way. There we go.
More levels. More game.
Yeah, play.
Want to do them.
BTS said I'm not playing it. Why not?
This is a protest movement?
What kind of decision is this?
It's a protest.
You got games to play.
Come on, man. He knows you put games to jolly on the screen. He's like, I refuse to be a participant in this any longer.
A seaside walk. Just a little seaside walk.
I'm noticing there's only one thing.
It's a very good point, Mythical 9. We can't make him. There is no obligation to play game.
Oh, I see. So we start on one of the tiles. And these raised tiles here prevent us from creating more copies.
The way, answer your question, Omega Number, the way that BTS solved it, I don't remember every single detail, but it involved making floor here and here, and having a shape like this, or no, excuse me, that's wrong. Having a shape like this, so you push this up and then you can walk around to the side and push this back in order to hook it out. But the issue, I think, is that it's not possible to get ground here, so you have to find a way to do that without putting ground in the corner. We missed a whole nother solve from BTS.
Just killing it. Moving too quick. So I think we are approaching the final set of levels.
Yeah, this is a massive demo. It kind of just keeps going.
The name of the level is Scalpel. I wonder what on earth that could refer to.
I had this whole like okay, so it's hard to tell right now with the because there's like a weather like a day night system in this game. These tiles here and here are yellow rather than like brown tan. And when you walk on those tiles, you don't draw. So
Oh,
you're still
blazing.
in the drawing state if you ever make it back to a tile that is one of these. But you can kind of pause your drawing for a while. Your stone creation, as it were. I'm
I thought
using the
90
word
had.
draw, but I don't think the game ever says that.
Well, I mean, it's because you're drawing.
It's true. Wow, and BTS
You have to
solves it
know that one.
quickly. I was on that one for a long time because I made assumptions that weren't true.
I hate to tell you this, folks, but the betting may have been rigged.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, BTS bet on himself and is winning. Knighty is pretty close here, but doesn't have any platforms down here to walk on, which is a necessary part of the solution in order to push any of this upwards. That was a horrible arrow. I apologize.
So,
I'm very bad at drawing with a mouse. I can't believe some of the accuracy of some of our commentators.
really, what we need to do is just get you like a draw pad or something.
So this is an interesting level. Almost the entire thing is non-drawable, except for these two squares right here. The issue, the big issue, is that if you just like, okay, let's say you just took this path. Then you've got a 2 square here, and it stays together.
Yeah,
Like
that's in
always.
excess. So you just need to go down, down.
And that's not enough to make it all the way. Because you're going to push it and they're going to fall next to each other, and it's not enough.
Ah, new level on 90 side.
Although, no, see, I think BTS is going to be one short if we do it that way.
That's clear from 90.
So I think the trick here, and I could be wrong, is that like no, I don't think that's right. I think when you're in draw mode, you can't push, or else that would break the game. You could just constantly remake on the same square over and over. So that's something I didn't mention. When you're in draw mode, you can't push. There we go. BTS has some idea of something, is at least doing something different. I think has done this wrongly, but can do it better. I was where Knighty is right now a lot. Because I thought you needed this land down here. But you don't. You don't need the land in the corner there. BTS did it without it. This is just not good at all. It's wasting nearly all of all of the squares there.
A bit of
By the
science
way,
never hurt anyone.
I will try not to crunch into the mic. I have with me some Korean style fried chicken. Are you familiar with this dish?
I have had it before.
It's
Very
very, very
delicious.
good.
You're talking my language now. Food. Man, maybe that's what I should do for dinner tomorrow. Should go get some Korean fried chicken. You've inspired me, Knighty. Thank you.
Oh, anytime. We have a place here called Baka Bak, like the sound that a chicken makes.
It's not bad. Not a bad name.
Here we go. BTS has it. On top of a stone counts as a drawing surface. Counts as a stone creation surface.
Amazing.
Yep. It's a pretty tricky level.
How cheeky of the devs.
I know. So this is... Oh, actually, this is a problem. No, this is fine. You can just push this forward. That'll be enough.
Because it's on a tile.
BTS is questioning it, but they have it. They're good. Because they're not thinking on the next one. Knighty has it. Yes. Because they're not thinking on the next one that BTS could just make like 10 more stones if they want, or like 3 more stones, because you could just keep walking on these stones. So even if they didn't do the beginning part perfect.
I mean, it doesn't matter from here as well, because you just push up. It's just 3. Done.
I'm slow on the uptake, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Tangible progress for Knighty.
It's okay, you've got chicken. It's an acceptable reason to be slow.
We've got height.
And Knighty, moving on quick.
So this is a bit of a strange level because all of these squares are non-drawable squares. Except for
the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one under the stairs.
The stairs can be moved. So what we need to do is put a block in front of the stairs, because if you push it from the front, you just go up the stairs and fall. Oh, BTS is so close.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's reasonable to think that you can push the rock up the stairs, but you can't.
Wait, there it is. There it is.
There we go. Yep.
Tangible stairs.
This is a level that gets skipped. This one right here. Don't do it.
Avoid at all costs.
Yeah, BTS is worlds ahead right now in this game. Honestly. I mean, Knighty is a very good racer, so anything can happen, but it would take a lot.
So now how do you get a set of stairs over there?
So this is a little tricky, but we'll see if you can identify. What do you think might be tricky about this level? This level's way, way easier than it looks. Maybe it's not even tricky, but it's something I didn't see at first.
On. Can you just push the exit?
You can't push the exit, but you can walk on this hedge. This is fully walkable surface. So, oh, there we go. Okay. So all you need to do is just get, you just need to get some stuff here to be able to walk over to the exit.
All right.
And I don't remember actually fully how I solved it, but being able to walk on the bushes is the first tricky part. So BTS has that part at least.
Yeah, 'cause so long the bushes have been like a dead man's land. No man's land, that's the phrase.
I don't know how seriously people take commentator mystery tips. We do give them out a lot, but unless you're Maurice, you don't really have the credentials. But I will say, having tested a whole lot of games, in puzzle games, it's very easy to get yourself into a situation where you just keep doing the same thing over and over, and then also you're just assuming something that you never actually tested. Especially in a game with unlimited undos and retries, you should test everything that you can.
Yeah, I remember we had that advice from Alpha of all people. Just put the level into a different state every time you try it. Eventually
Yeah.
something's gonna stick. So now where's the exit?
Yeah, so the exit in this level is kind of buried. It's like underneath this hedge, and I don't think this hedge is pushable. So you've got to somehow hook this rock out of there.
Hmm.
Just
Okay.
like that. Man, BTS
That's
is a pro.
that's it, right?
I think.
Unless there are
Yep.
more levels across to the
Yeah,
right.
I think that's it. Well, no. There's some to the right. There's more to the right.
Okay.
This demo just keeps going. Honestly. We do have a finish from from Sully. I mean, fair enough, but a finish from Half Beastie in 2958.
That's very good.
Half Beastie is the puzzle champ for sure. I mean, not like the puzzle champ, that would be Sully, but is a puzzle champ. I think these are the final 3 levels, but again, there are just so many. I kept thinking, oh, okay, and now the demo's gonna end, and okay, and now the demo's gonna end, and then it didn't. It just kept going.
But wait,
Like,
there's more.
I think this goal took me about an hour.
I don't think I'd have been able to finish this, to be honest with you. So, can you not climb upstairs while you have the block copying?
You can. Oh, maybe not. It's looking that way, Julian. I would say Knighty is not close to BTS at this point. Okay.
It's getting further away from the objective.
Yeah.
It's
Needs
dropping in
to
the water,
free
it'll
it.
be fine.
Not ideal. Now, why is this level called Nap? Here we go. Knighty has made the personal shield and has made it. That's another Tang Pro. He was on that level for a long time. And again, so the first level Knighty was stuck on was a really difficult level for me. That level, not so much. So, it's hard to tell what mechanics they really have down and what they don't. They haven't even seen the non-drawable blocks yet.
But I think will right now.
Yes. I wish they were more of a different color. I'm assuming that's not fixed in the demo because normally demos aren't that different from the final game. But if the dev ever does happen to see this video, really like this game, but would love a little bit more contrast.
Definitely needs some more distinction other than tan and sand.
Yeah. I mean, they do glow, which is good. It's a good effect that's added for sure, but... Yeah, I don't remember how I solved the level that BTS is on. You can push the stairs into the water.
Does it make
Is
a
that
longer
useful for this
platform?
level? I'm going to have to say no, because you do have to gain elevation at some point. Now, wait a minute. Can't BTS...
Not do that.
Can't
Not
BTS
ideal.
just walk in here? Oh, I'm trying to draw on the stream. I'm drawing on the wrong window. Can't BTS walk in here and just draw down like this, and there's going to be one there? No, I guess
No,
that's not
because
enough.
they're next to each other.
Yeah,
You'd be
so that would
making
only
two. You
put
need a-
that would only put one rock right here, which is not enough to solve this, since this is still not going to be movable. But I do think it involves just walking up the stairs and walking over rocks. I don't think you actually have to get the
Wait.
exit right next to, or the stairs right next to the exit.
We've got something cooking here.
Knighty may not understand that they can step back onto that. There we go. Gets it now.
And presses on again. We just have to talk about it. And
Yep.
You'll understand.
Knighty famously played Lolo 2 Japanese version for 16 hours. There may have been sleeping in there, but the race was not forfeited. I know that.
Like a power nap does wonders.
BTS taking the go big or go home approach. Drawing literally as many squares, or as many stones as possible. I don't know why drawing is my preferred verb for this. It's just how it feels. I don't know.
I mean, it makes sense because you're drawing a line of tiles.
Yeah.
Oh, this works.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Not anymore. Now it does. Saved
Luckily,
by
the
blade
undo
twin.
applies to your movement as well.
Oh, we're getting raises?
Yeah, nobody told me. So I don't remember how this works. If you push from the bottom of a stack, I think it just pushes one out. And not the whole stack over. Yep. Yeah, so BTS has to separate these. Well, thought maybe he could do some air control, bridge the gap. A little bit of trials in here.
I don't know if you have to.
I think, yeah. I think just like that is gonna... Oh, but now you can't push it down. A box on the brim looks grim. Everyone do all your brim emotes.
It's like you just push it up and you hook it around the stairs.
Why do I not have TF2 John in my frequently used? This is not true. I frequently use TF2 John. And don't you dare tell me that I don't. Myth actually with a brim emote. Little elbow around the stairs. Ah,
Yeah,
so
that's
you're
what I was
saying...
thinking.
So you're saying you make the 3 like this. Then you put it on this side of the stairs.
You just put
Well,
it
oh no, but the stairs start here. So you put it here. Let's clear that.
then you just push it up in order to get past it.
Then you have to be able to free this, but if this is the size of it, then you can just move this one.
Yeah.
Let's see if Knighty overcomplicates this level like I did. I don't remember exactly what I did, but in this level I was able to get where I was one like tile away from solving it, but with totally off, not even close to the actual solution, and that made it really difficult because I just got stuck in the mindset that I was close to the solution, even though I wasn't.
That's the wrong answer. Yeah.
That's a huge problem in puzzle games in Mystery Tournament, is when you're quote unquote close, but you really have to fully understand the game to even decide that you're close. I think people are, they're deciding far too quickly that they're close to a solution, when in reality they may not be close at all.
They go, this is the answer, and then they commit to doing that path, and it becomes a sunken cost fallacy, where you don't see any other options, so this is the option that you're sticking with.
Bit of puzzle game Dunning-Kruger effect. So, I think BTS can't do this if the first move is up, right? The first move has to be down. Oh my gosh, can walk on the fences and the hedges?
I don't know about this anymore.
That's unfortunate that he found that out, because he's probably going to think that that's relevant to solving the stage. It isn't.
Yeah, this is commitment. That's not good.
So it's going to make things a little bit more difficult here, I think.
Oh no. No, I think he's gonna get it.
So this is going to get a little meta. Hopefully I can explain this well enough. But we have puzzle games that get submitted where you just try everything and then eventually you figure it out because you try everything and everything is so fast to try. Then you have puzzle games like this where you really have to have an understanding of a level before you go for it. So BTS like saying, okay, I found the trick. Let me just figure out walking around. And, yeah, you could do that, Exuno. I don't know if you can. He says, let me just figure out walking around the fence now that I found the trick. And he's playing it kind of like the first style of puzzle game I was talking about, where you just try stuff until it works, because you just find the trick and then you move on. But it's and I don't know. Let me actually think if this would even be possible.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah,
just
there we go.
Line from the fence.
That's incredible.
Intended all along. That makes me wonder if the stair to stair would have worked.
It did. That's how I solved it. I didn't know you could walk on the fences.
Okay.
It's probably good knowledge if BTS is going to go back and play the full game. Is this just a first try solve for this level?
Yeah.
This level's hard.
Really quick.
This level isn't easy. I don't know how BTS did that. That pisses me off. Not actually.
It's feeling kind of spicy now, folks. Oh no, BTS, don't do this.
Yeah, so close. N? E-N? Yeah, no, that's the end. I think
Definitely
BTS just needs to walk over there.
No, there's more stages, it looks like.
Well, and do the stages there, yes.
Finish the fight. Knighty gets the block to push stairs very
quickly. But is probably 6 or 7 levels behind still.
It's not great.
Maybe not that many. I don't know. I mean, you know, anything could happen. We've seen it before. This is a long, hard goal. Incredibly impressive times from F Beastie and Sully. That one guy also finishes 45-25 just now.
Knighty has discovered the top of the hedge.
Useful information. And I think if they really sort of tried to logic it out, it's useful to find little rules for yourself in games like this. This formation means these stairs are never moving. When you have 2 stairs back to back, they can't ever. There's no way to move them. Well, I guess you could put a rock here and move it forward, and then they would probably both move.
Down below.
Slower than the testing time. All right. Anyway, I think when I initially played this was an early submission. It wasn't out yet. And now it is. Just $3 on Steam.
The game is pretty solid.
Talk to the devs and see if they'll give us some keys for a race or something. We don't need them. It's $3. We could race this just for fun at some point.
A $3 buy-in for a prize pool.
Nice solve from BTS. Using the sideways stare straight off of that. Final puzzle.
This is it.
Oh yeah, this one was kind of tricky, but I don't remember it being that hard. I'm trying to remember if you can fall while you're in the drawing state. I don't remember.
No, because you couldn't climb up the stairs, so I assume you won't be able to fall. I mean, it just means you can't change elevation.
Rather than race this, though, I like puzzle games like this to just sort of do, like, a couple a day. I like to put it on, you know, while I'm watching TV or something and just kind of make it last. That's the way I like puzzle games like this for me, because sometimes doing a ton of them at once can just get exhausting. This is a difficult race, I will say, for these. If you're someone who isn't an absolute puzzle god, then it's just, you know, there's some endurance to a puzzle race this long, for sure. Snakebird, for me, is the hardest game I've ever played. I can't make it past more than 10 levels in Snakebird. I'm like, usually I can eventually get a puzzle game, but I'm unable to, for some reason, visualize anything that's happening in that game.
I think I own Snakebird now. Maybe I should play it.
It has been a couple years. Maybe I'm better. There have been times where I'm like, oh, I'm probably a better gamer now, and then because I've played 200 games in a month, and then I'll go back and like I will be not better. I'll be just as bad as I always was.
The games aren't as applicable, man. The skill set's different.
No, people are submitting puzzle games all the time. I play them, and
But it's not the same puzzle game.
No, it's true.
I'm trying to give you an out, man. Come on.
I know you're trying. Sometimes I improve. I think I'm better at like Platformers, retro platformers. I'm beating Castlevanias left and right.
All right.
Although I was surprised, I recently picked up a Castlevania collection on the PS5, and I was surprised at how not that difficult the first game is. It just lets you continue a lot. Maybe the original NES doesn't. Knighty has this level, easy solve.
And that's it, right?
And BTS has that level, end of demo. There it is.
Clear. And the sun comes out.
I think you have to walk across this bridge. No, you don't. That's the end of demo. We're good.
This is a big wall. You're done. Just waiting for the GG. The realization that the race is over.
Nice job. Official SRL time 50:41.
Alright.
Yeah, that's about how long I expected this race to be. About 50 minutes.
Solid race for this Thursday evening.
Did I play Primer yet? I don't know that Primer is a video game. I know the movie. It's a good movie.
I know that's often referred to by Metroid Prime, Rando. But I don't know if Primer's a video game that I know of.
Snakebird Primer. No, I haven't. I do remember that came out.
Have you played Metroid Primer yet?
Metroid Primer. I'm a Metroid Primer, are you?
I've never played Metroid Prime.
I would recommend it. Oh, yeah. Also, the movie Primer, I would highly recommend that if you're in, you have to be in the same mood you would be in to play this game. But if you're in that mood, go watch Primer.
For a second there, I thought Knighty had it and just needed to push the stairs and everything to the left, but then I remembered the stairs aren't connected to the rocks.
Any Twitch Primers in chat?
Yeah, did everyone know that if you have Amazon Prime or Twitch Turbo or whatever they call it now, if you don't get ads on Twitch, that definitely means that you have a free sub that you could use to help celebrate BTS winning this race. Hello, BTS. How does it feel?
I'm sad now. I bet. Who did I bet on again? I forgot already.
You bet on you.
I really bet on me. I forgot already. Someone please help me. My brain doesn't work.
Well, it worked for about 50 minutes there. Nice job. I mean, you were moving through. You were pretty much consistently ahead this whole race, I will say. Yeah.
The one I had the problem on is the one with the well, actually, there were two of them. It was the one with the 3 rocks, and I was completely dumb and forgot I can climb on fences.
Well, there's actually a much easier way to solve that level. You just make a little L and then push the stairs forward.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, and I was dumb.
So I don't think I solved it by walking on the fence, but I was a pretty cool solution that you found. I don't remember if that's how I did it.
Yeah, when I realized, I was like, wait, I can climb on the fence. Then I was just trying to make a direct pathway to the exit, which is what I did.
You picked up on the that on the rock itself counts as a drawing surface. You picked that up.
Yeah,
that was a difficult thing.
I noticed that anything that's a sand tile doesn't make like the brownish sand tile doesn't make rocks. I'm like, so I'm if I put a client use the drawing rock thing on top of a rock and it makes a rock. I'm like, okay, cool, I can do that.
Yeah, that's a really tricky one. The one Knighty is on now, if you can see my share, this is probably you spent quite a bit of time on this one.
There was the one with the it was the stairs and the 2 that were like packed in the corner.
Yeah, that's the one Knighty's on
now.
That is
the very same.
Yeah, that's I don't remember the name of it.
No.
That one took me a while until I was like, okay, I gotta make the rocks form just right so that I can get the stairs up there and not get it so that the rocks are blocking the way of me pushing everything.
Well, congratulations. I think you and Knighty are both good, but I think just if you had to just it with no context at all, Knighty might be the favorite in this race. Knighty wins a lot. I think that this was a powerful win for you. This was a strong one.
I think it entirely depends on the genre of the game. Like,
Yeah,
Knighty
for sure.
is extremely well-rounded. They are good at every kind of game. It's just, I guess it's just Sakaban. Let's just blame Sakaban. When in doubt, Sakaban.
And we know that they're patient. I think that that's an underrated mystery skill, is to just have patience and not get frustrated with yourself or with the game, or because like, oh, here we go, Knighty with an elegant solve. I think you ended up doing something a little bit more complicated, but that worked.
Yeah, I was trying to get the ladder over there as close as possible with a rock above it, so that I can just go over.
So this reminds me, I had a question for you, BTS. What was up with the protest walking away?
Yeah, why did you walk away at one point?
You walked up, clear back.
I couldn't remember if I did all the levels, that's why. Because since we're not doing all of the levels,
right,
I didn't know if it just automatically finishes it when you do all of them, or you have to like get to an end spot.
Yeah.
So I was like, crap, did I do all of them?
Well, and to be honest with you, it was submitted to us with two different goals. The one where we skipped this level and the one where we didn't, because I think it was hard one for Pwn Noob. And no, you know what? Looking at this now, I think maybe you do have to go on the fence. I'm just interrupting my own thought, but I think you were right to go on the fence. I think that may be the only way to solve this.
Yeah, you have to. There is literally no other way to do it. Because I tried making that L,
but you can't push it down. You have to push it up too high.
Exactly. You cannot get those rocks in a way that lets you do that, because since the stairs will only go if you push them from the side or the back, you can't push them from climbing up the stairs. So the only feasible way to do that is to push it so you can climb on the fence and then walk across the rocks.
That's crazy. I just don't remember doing that. Yeah, so you can push the stair down. Oh no, you could do that.
The exact same problem. Yeah, you get the exact same thing because the stairs are automatically in the middle and so is the exit. So pushing it down is the same as pushing it up. So I don't think there's any way to do that. That Knighty is doing what I was trying to do, and it doesn't work because then you can't get the boulder away.
To be fair, I think that was closer to what we were expecting you to try. I don't think you ever went all the way, but you were probably just working it through in your head and seeing.
Yeah, I didn't do a lot of brute forcing. I did a lot of. When you saw me reset, it was me planning ahead to be like, okay, what happens if I do this? And if I realize
no, the L would work right here. Look, Knighty's gonna do it. You push it over. Yeah. This does work.
Then you push it up. Then you push the rocks up. Done. L.
Well, nice job.
Oh no, because the. Oh wait, never mind. I guess
it literally just happened.
See, I wasn't thinking of the L thing like that. I was thinking of another way where you'd have it L, and then the stairs would be near it, and then I realized that's not. This was one that took me like no time at all. It's like, okay, I need to make as many rocks as long as possible.
This level took me probably 5 minutes when I played it. I was upset. I'm gonna come to your house and get you because you solved this so quick.
Throw rocks at your window.
Yeah, I'm gonna Stoneman. You're gonna have your own little Stoneman's adventure. No, I didn't even.
5 seconds to immediately figure out. Okay, I'm just gonna walk and push the rocks into the water, and then just make a long line, and then just.
Well, absolutely, but the hard part is like where Knighty is right now, is that you have to very strategically separate these. Like they stick together too easily.
Yeah, I get it. Then all you would do is push them down and push them forward, and then just go one by one. That's the slow way. The quick way is to just make giant separated line, and just go.
Yeah.
Keep going.
it's very kind of Knighty to finish, to let us finish the explanation of what we should do to finish the level before continuing on.
I mean, if he's watching the stream, that's not allowed.
Yeah, I don't
like
know
I told
what.
you, just let me bet my points, and then I'm gone. He's not going to forfeit. He's part of the no forfeit club. He
It's
will
true.
never forfeit.
That's what we're saying. The patience of. I don't remember what I was on about before I interrupted myself with wrong information about using the L to hook the stairs. But yeah, GG. I don't know if we're gonna completely. Knighty might be, going to the bathroom, doing whatever. I don't know if we're gonna stick around for forever. But nice race. Let's see. Let's see what we have coming up.
That was a fun game. I finally couldn't Shakamon anymore, I guess.
Yeah, I liked this game a lot. And this is actually available for $3 on Steam. I don't know how big it is, but like if the demo is this big, I can imagine the game is pretty substantial.
I mean, if I get like 5 hours out of it, it's worth it.
Right,
oh, we've got another race in 34 minutes.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know that.
Bayo Kirby versus Rotate.
Well, I guess I'm not going to cut the stream. I'll stick around.
We have Muir versus Desdar tomorrow.
Let's go back. Because we've got more game to watch.
Yeah.
What am I going to do for 30 minutes? I might have to pull up Steam. I haven't done it yet. Only Maurice has done it on his Steam. I haven't pulled up my...
I've definitely been seeing that you guys have been doing, like, inspections on Steam.
I know.
For some games that you can submit. And I'm like, should I include these?
Yeah, you're cutting it for YouTube. It's a good question. That's totally up to you.
34 minutes ain't far from now. Is it again?
So BTS, that puts you pretty far in the tournament. You don't have any stars right now, so do I take that to mean you have not yet been in a top 8?
No, closest I've gotten is 13th. Day I get top 8 is the day I start laughing.
Well, then you better save that laugh.
It may happen, my friend. Let's see. You may be in for quite a yucking. Let's see where you're at.
Oh no. Shramble, if I get up to like loser 7, Shramble's just gonna kick me out. Like,
oh yeah, this was losers 4, so this is the one that has to be done by tomorrow. Yeah, you are not super far forward yet. GG to Knighty as well. I don't want to not. They don't do interviews, but it was a good race for Knighty. Knighty always brings it and always shows up and says very little, but it is always on time, more or less.
Oh, absolutely.
Solid effort.
Which is
actually, no. The day Knighty does an interview is the day I get top 8.
yeah, that's when we have to start worrying.
Hold on, wait a second.
So
that can only happen next year. No, you're getting the top 8 this year.
Oh, I'm not, because either Akame's gonna kick my butt or Shramble's gonna kick my butt. And
there is not zero chance. Shambles, there is like, I'm not even gonna give you a number, but there's a chance. There is a chance that you can pass Okami. Okami's very good, but I think that we have two different style of very good players. We have players that are amazing at certain genres, and we have players that are well-rounded, but are probably not quite as amazing at each individual genre, like of a specialty that another player might have. So that's the Okami, I think, is more of a specialty player.
Okami is really good at, like, apparently Mega Man games, because that's how I lost. It was a Toho Mega Man game.
Oh, hold on, did you play Mega Mario or something?
It was some Toho themed Mega Man game.
No,
I didn't even complete the first level, and Okami beat like 4 levels. I
remember that one now. That was crazy. Your next match is against Kostuha, who I believe, according to Mythical 9, and they've never lied to me before, is a speedrunner of N+. So I guess you want to get, or like N or N++.
Nothing platformer based.
Yeah, you want to get games that are not like that.
There is a little reason as to why I was nicknamed the Anti-Bangera. 'Cause I'm terrible at platformers or mediocre at best, but I'm really good at puzzle games and everything else.
But you love Game Boy games. I know that.
I do love my Game Boy games and Game
So
Boy Advance
maybe you'll
games.
get one. I guess you'd probably have to redraw nearly every possible game, but who knows? There's a lot of games on the Game Boy. I bet there's some that even you haven't played.
Game Boy Advance games very unlikely. Game Boy games probably I haven't played. I haven't played Lugal still, and I would like to play that game.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
that's
would
a good
recommend.
one.
So,
All
yeah,
right. Oh, let me get the music back up.
it's Coach Stusha, and then it's either some girl for a turret.
So I've done a bit of research. Kostusha is actually 7th on the leaderboards for N++.
Oh wow,
It's very good.
that's pretty good. It's a competitive game.
Quite beauty.
Any game that has like a built-in timer, people are going to be more likely to speedrun.
I was also trying to figure out why it wasn't streaming the game.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
I had it on window capture, and I thought it was hunky-dory, and apparently you pinged me. I was like, what?
Luckily, it was a quick fix. I mean, and you were back.
Yeah.
I guess we could have done like a retime if it was really close. Luckily, I mean, you were way ahead, so it's not even.
I lost like maybe 30 seconds tops. All I did was switch it from window capture to just the whole screen. It's full screen. Still, that's kind of weird that it didn't capture just the title screen. That's strange.
Yeah, I've noticed that on OBS. I don't know. Window capture and game capture work differently, and I don't really understand what the difference is.
Mine was window capture.
But then, did you do game capture to fix it, or?
No, I just did a straight screen my desktop.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then I saw the cursor, and I'm like, this is annoying me. I'm turning that off. I always have to disable the cursor, and I also have to go offline on Steam if I'm playing a game because people will message me like that. I hate it.
Well, thanks for joining us, and thanks for the race. That was a good race, and we're excited to see your match versus Kostucha in the next week or so.
Give me puzzle, please. But no, I'm excited too. It's
Good,
just fun
good.
being leader, losers bracket, cheerleader,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it.
Losers 5. I mean, you got plenty of games left. Even if you're gonna make it to top 8, you got 1, 2, 3, 4 more fun games to play.
I got 4 wins. I'm
Absolutely.
good.
Yeah, four fast matches.
Yeah.
You're gonna make it. You just gotta believe in yourself, pal.
Believe every day is a good day when you paint.
Oh yeah, you were losers 1. Oh wow, yeah. So
yeah,
you've been.
I lost my first match.
You've been making. I mean, somebody has to. I like this. Yeah, you got 4 wins in a row. You're on the fast track. You got to play a game every week. Keep you limber.
Yeah, I know.
All right, sweet. Good to see you.
Good luck on the rest of the losers run, man.
Fight, fight, fight. Do good all.
That's the spirit.